How's it going, everyone? It's time once again for my weekly watch list. What this is, the exact levels slash zones I'm watching for the upcoming week and how I'm going to trade them. So let's get right into this. First up, NQ. You can trade QQQ options or just trade NQ futures here based off these levels. So let me explain something really quick. I put the blue lines here to show you what a massive range we have been in, right? Not, we could look for possible bounces in this area or possible rejects, but I'm showing you this, kind of put things into perspective for you. So if you're getting to a trade, you're like, okay, it can't go that far. I'm holding for hope. Just look at what a range we have been in. I'm not sure which way we're going to go this coming week. If we break below this, yes, we do have quite a bit of downside. But, if we get back above this, push on up, break this, we could see the next leg up. As a day trader, I really don't care which way we go. Very important for us to only focus on zones and levels, right? So many accounts have been blown because, people's like, okay, the market has to crash or the market has to pump. You want to catch trades like that, focus on leaps, longer term shares. But for day trading, we're going to focus on supply and demand and trend entry. So here are my levels. Really like this for a bounce if we can get down there. If we lose the bottom of this zone, this trade will be invalid. If we push down, I see what I'm looking for. I'm going to try some NQ longs or QQQ calls if you prefer that. And I really like this for a retest. I like to just push back up, retest this area for a possible short entry. I'm pretty sure you all know how I trade by now. If you're new, supply and demand trend, we have now have Grizzology to help us with confirmation. This is my personal indicator. If you want that, there will be a link in the description. And use code NQ for 50% off the first month. So push back up, retest. If we break that, of course, this will be our next supply where I'll be looking for another possible reject. But the only bounce area I like is right here or way down here. Not really much in between. That could change throughout the week if we make some fresh zones. Up next, ticker SPY. You can trade ES futures or SPY options or SPX options based off these levels. Kind of looking for a break below and retest for a short entry here or put entry. As you can see, I kind of drawn that. And yes, we could look for a bounce. This could be our final price target. I don't really think we'll get that much in one day. I'm just saying. In a perfect world, we get in and, shoot straight down, massive trade. That's what we all want, right? But anyways, break below. I'm not interested in chasing the red candle down. I want to see a pullback, and I want to see that lower high confirm, okay, for my entry. If we break this, we do have quite a bit of room down, so just something to watch. You do not want to be holding for hope if we lose, if we have aggressive selling, we lose this area. Let's be very patient this week. I will say this. I like the setups. I think there's going to be some nice movement this week. With that being said, I'm not going to go in and super size, my trades. I'm going to stay consistent. Consistent size, consistent management, okay? That's what it's about. The day you take that massive trade, the day you say you go in all in, full port, that could be the day we take the loss. Just because we've been on a winning streak does not mean it's always going to continue. The only thing I can promise is that we will have losses, so let's be consistent. When you decide to increase your position size, it should be something you do every day, unless it's like a short day or something. Then, of course, I understand, but, it should be something that's consistent as well. Be sure you stick around because after I finish QQQ here, I have some SPX levels for you all as well. We could see possible bounce in this area here for some QQQ calls or some NQ longs. I'm going to be watching it closely, but it's the same thing here. If we break below, I'm going to look for the retest, okay, for the shorts. As far as bounces go, I really like this area. I'm going to be watching this closely throughout the week. If we get down there, could be, a week or two, or we may never see this level again, but I will be watching it if we do. This is kind of a big zone. I want to talk about this zone just a second. And you can see we've had a really tough time breaking it here on the hourly. Really strong supply. So I'm not interested in taking any trade inside this area here. It's either going to be a break above retest for a long entry or another reject. Okay. One thing I don't like about this zone, we have rejected it a few times. Kind of consolidated here, but we had some hard rejects here and here. So the only thing I don't like about this area is how many times we have, rejected in the short term past. But we'll see. If we can get a nice strong confirmation candle on the hourly like you see possibly here, and we can get a nice pullback before a short entry, I may consider it. I'll let you all know during my YouTube live. And if you're not familiar with my YouTube live, I go live every morning 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So at market open, I'm live on YouTube, 100% free to join. Very good vibes, very good people there. So come check that out. So here are my SPX levels. You probably noticed I haven't been creating as many SPX levels in the past couple weeks. And that's because the hourly time frame has been extremely hard for me to identify these levels on. So I had to move to the daily time frame to actually get my levels for this week. But the levels are very clear. They're not hard to see on the daily. We've seen some very nice price action at these levels. And that's what I like to see when I'm looking to take a trade. You can use SPX to kind of help guide your SPY trades. This is basic support and resistance, areas of confluence. No SPY calls below SPX resistance, no SPY puts above SPX support, that sort of thing. It seems simple enough, but it can really help you from getting stopped out when it's unnecessary. Just a little more patience there, you can have a better entry. And you can use it to take trades based off of the levels alone. But I already have a YouTube video out on that. We have respected this 6,000, but there've been times where we haven't in the recent past. So I'm not that interested in that as much as I am this 5925 area. It's been a strong support, so could be a nice bounce area for some calls or some ES longs, everyone. I'm going to be watching these levels closely. I don't want to bore you all talking about them too much. We have some solid setups. It's going to be an interesting week. I'm not sure which way we're going to continue. If we're going to push down, possibly have a short-term downtrend, or if we're going to, push on up, make the new all-time highs, and just continue the bull run. Either way, as day traders, it doesn't matter. When we have nice pullbacks, it allows for some discounted shopping, the way I see it. That's all I have for this video. Hope you all ready to crush it this week, and I'll see you tomorrow for some live trading. Peace.